Sun's starting to set now over Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. Stay tuned for Reds baseball next. Brendan Finnegan will be the one towing the rubber for the Reds. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, this is a starting pitcher that has an ERA of under 1. Probably not going to see a lot of offense in this one.
Dexter Fowler heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder number 24, Dexter Fowler.
First of 4 here to start the weekend as the game's first pitch is taken, and it's strike 1. And Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
And really, what they need is for one guy to step up and give them that spark. Whether it's your starter going out and giving you 6 or 7 shutout innings, or one big 2-out at-bat, one big defensive play, you need somebody to do something to put some life into that dugout.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Yeah, you know, you have to be careful with Daddy Longlegs himself, Dexter Fowler. He's a guy you cannot fall asleep on when he gets on board because he will run on you. He's in the top 5 in steals in the National League, and we'll see if he can add to his total in this one.
Jason Hayward comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. He pulls this one into right. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Batting third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, but the runner's back easily. And another snap throw to the bag, and the runner back. Off and running is Hayward. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not in time as it was up the ladder a bit, and that'll move a man into scoring position now with 1 away.
Just your classic single and a stolen base. Now with 1 out in the first, another base hit here could put that first run on the board.
Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, some call Simmons a pitcher's umpire because he's been known to have a wide zone at times, but I think he evens it out, to be honest with you. Pretty fair overall.
To 2-2 now.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
1 out and a runner on second base. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Yeah, he's got a base open, but I don't think you want to put 2 men on for that guy in the very first inning. No thanks.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Yeah, Joey Votto is recognized as a great, actually an elite offensive player, but he's one of the better defensive first basemen as well. He's won a Gold Glove. He's got quick reflexes, soft hands, and most important, he does not make mental mistakes out in the field.
Anthony Rizzo will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the 3rd out. Weird way to end the inning. So they get a man to second here in the top half, but he's stranded there. It's the Cubs 0 with the Reds coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matty, in his last start, he went 6 innings. Didn't have a favorable outcome, ended up taking the loss, but he was relatively decent. You'll look to build on that here.
Zach Cozart comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Zach Cozart.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, and this game's not always that hard. You hit the ball, you throw the ball, you catch the ball, but lately they haven't been doing any of the 3 particularly well. That's going to need to change, and soon.
Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Yeah, definitely keep an eye on Devin Mesoraco. He's been a menace to opposing pitchers lately. He's hit 4 home runs in the last 10 ball games. He's shown that he's a serious power threat, so they better be careful not to leave any mistakes out over the plate.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Eugenio Suarez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
And one thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, the better off he's going to be.
The windup and the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a hit.
Yeah, a 1-out base runner here in the bottom of the first. Now you've got the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up. Let's see if they can turn this into the first run of the ball game.
Joey Votto will stand in, and he's been tearing the cover off the ball the past few days as you see his numbers from the last 5 ball games. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
0-1 count. Here it comes. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. There to take it is Fowler as that becomes out number 2. With a moment now, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this former USD Torero, Chris Bryant, one of the best in the game offensively, doesn't get a lot of accolades for his defense, though. Can play any one of a number of positions, but really settling in comfortably at third base. He's got soft hands. He's got an excellent arm. Very rare for a guy of his size.
Brandon Phillips stands in as he looks at a called strike.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Takes this the other way to right. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit.
Yeah, and you know, he just couldn't put him away here with 2 strikes. He goes to the fastball, hoping to get out of the inning. But this is hit pretty hard, and now he's got a second man on base to deal with, 2 away.
Devin Mesoraco will get his first shot down, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
2 down, runners at first and second. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Hayward. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Reds strand a couple. After 1, no score. Jorge will stride in now. Back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count. 3-2.
Yeah. And on 2-2 to start an inning, that's a call you'd like to get.
And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Yeah, even though he walks him here, that's not really a terrible pitch. I don't think it's a strike, but it's definitely a pitch you'll get a lot of guys to wave at. Sometimes it's okay to keep trying to get guys to chase on 3-2.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. No home runs just yet, and a pair of RBIs. try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And this one gets away. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base.
Not exactly the finest of starts to the inning out there on the mound. A walk followed by a wild pitch. This is a good time to go out there and say, hey, what's up?
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. No one out with a runner at second. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Yeah, and this has been the big concern with this guy over the last couple seasons. He's prone to getting hurt by the base on balls. Already that's 2 walks here in the early going, and that's something that he's going to need to get a handle on pretty quick.
Addison Russell will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. Looking to bunt here, but he can't connect, and that's the first strike.
And they did have the bunt on right there, so now 0-1. You wonder if they're going to do it again.
First and second here with nobody out. Misses the bunt attempt, and we'll see what's up now on 0-2.
2 pitches out of the strike zone and 2 failures to get the bunt down. Now what are they going to do 0-2?
Way outside. 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Ready on 1-2. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And you know the problem with his slider, and it almost sounds stupid to say it, but sometimes it can literally move too much. I mean, it's a great pitch, don't get me wrong. But here, look at how far this thing runs in. That's a pitch that can be hard to control at times, and here it winds up costing him.
David Ross steps into the box now, and he does so in what feels like what will be an important moment in this one. Bases loaded, tie score.
Yeah, guys, and it's always nice to play with that early lead, so we'll see if he can get it done right here.
First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well, right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so we probably won't be working the corners.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. That's by him for strike 1.
Much better sinker there. I think that's the one he wanted to throw to start the at-bat.
Here it comes on 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
Oh, that is a great call right there. They really needed a strikeout in that spot. They got it. And now with one away, you can even get out of this scot-free if you can get a ground ball here.
Stepping in now, Clayton Richard. Now a bunt attempt here, but this is foul for the first strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2.
0-2.
And now squaring is Richard as he gets the bunt down. Underhanded flip. Throw to first in time, but the safety squeeze there gets him a run.
Well, this one right here wasn't a full-on suicide squeeze. This was a safety squeeze because that runner at third wasn't breaking on the pitch. But it doesn't matter what you're going to call it at the end. Either way, that's an RBI and a job well done.
Dexter Fowler comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position.
Yeah, and you know one man who'd love for him to come through big time right here is his pitcher. We'll see if he can get it done.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
This is not the time to go helping him out. You've got 2 men in scoring position, so the pressure's on him, not you.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Now before the next pitch, time is called at home plate as he'll step out. Hit hard on the ground to second. Phillips is up with it. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Cubs 1 and the Reds nothing. Jay Bruce steps in hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games.
Jay Bruce.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Fowler. Makes the play, 1 away.
Yeah, that's just a good pitch right there. That's a 2-seam fastball working its way back inside. And he's probably fortunate he didn't break his bat. He winds up getting this one right down there on the label, and he's retired.
Into the box now, Tyler Holt. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Nope,
now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. On the ground to third. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting 8th, pitcher Brandon Finnegan.
Stepping in, Brandon Finnegan. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Strike two called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
And this is what you like to see, especially coming off of a loss in his last start. These first couple innings, he's coming right after guys.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit hard to short. Gloved by Russell. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Stick around because Jason Hayward will lead things off when we come back. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. And there is Jason Hayward. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Jason Hayward.
Third inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball 1. Hit hard up the middle. And a base hit now as that's how the third inning gets underway.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Chris Bryant is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. A dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Here's the first pitch to him. There goes the runner. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2.
Not sure I want my number 3 hitter to be bunting. You're doing the pitcher a favor there.
He's on the move again from first. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And this is something that you're going to see a little more often when you've got a ground ball pitcher out there. A lot of managers like to start their runners to keep out of the double play situation, and that roll of the dice works out nicely here.
The 1-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
First baseman.
When you're already in the hole at the plate, the last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what he's doing up there. That's a second time he struck out in the ball game, and it's another instance where his pitch selection is really doing him in.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And I think they'd stay out there again, maybe for the rest of the at-bat.
Runner at second here with one man out. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
And that's exactly where you want to put that thing. Start it right down the middle and trust that its action will cause it to drop.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
In is Jorge Soler. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs, but they're up 1-0. Billy Hamilton will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. And here's a ball hit in the air. Hayward on the run. And he's retired here, 1 away.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. In there, 1-2 now. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
Third baseman, number 7.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. He'll be feeling that one all night long.
Into the box, Eugenio Suarez. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. hit to short. Russell has it. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. It remains 1-0. Ben Zobrist is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Leading off for the Cubs, second baseman.
First pitch on its way. Into the seats, 0-1. Now the 0-1. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Just trying to go inside, but you see he kind of holds this one a bit too long, and just like that, leadoff guy's aboard.
Here's Addison Russell. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he's bunting with 2 strikes, but can't connect, so a real wasted at-bat there.
If you're going to try and bunt with 2 strikes, which, look, I wouldn't do it, but you've got to make sure you're at least going after a pitch in the strike zone. I mean, how bad does that look when you strike out trying to bunt at a pitch that it's not even close? I'll tell you how bad. Real bad.
Standing in now, David Ross. Hot shot on the ground is short. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
In now, Clayton Richard. And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. Cozart for 1.
Well, I guess you could say that this sacrifice was partially successful. He makes the third baseman field it, so that's a plus. He gets 1 runner up to third, and that's a plus. But they do get the fielder's choice at second, so it won't be scored a sacrifice. So I guess that's a minus.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Drill. And this is off the second base bag. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Yeah, tough break there defensively with 2 away. Gets the ground ball he needed to get out of the inning, but this ball just wound up in the perfect place and winds up as an infield single and an RBI.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
That evens it up 1-1. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Boy, sure taking his sweet time down there at the plate. He'll step out yet again. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Looking to minimize the damage here. Sinker, 3-2 now.
And I'll tell you, this is an inning that you really don't want to continue any further. So this next pitch really needs to be a strike.
Full count, here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline. Taken in by Votto, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Cubs 2 and the Reds nothing. Leading off the inning, Joey Votto, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Ross scoops it up, throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
The second baseman, number 4, Brandon Phillips.
Brandon Phillips is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Hard hit ball to second. Zobrist is there. And boy, an error saver there at first if he kept his foot on the bag. He did. Oh, what a play for the second out. And these two teams right back at it tomorrow night. We'll have coverage of Game 2 of the series in high definition on the show as you get a look there at the 2 starters scheduled to oppose one another. Devin Mesoraco will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk here would at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, this guy has some pop.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're still down. It's 2-0. Chris Bryant will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Set to deliver on 2-1. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Suarez is in his tracks now. Oh, and he botches it. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. Anthony Rizzo will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
First offering on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
0-1, here it comes. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hot shot to third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit. Now the throw comes quickly into the third baseman, so they're at the corners now to begin the inning.
Well, and this is why they call it the hot corner. This ball is going to get on him in a hurry down there. And you see him go down to his left knee to just try to knock the ball down, but it was on him so quickly, he had no chance to do anything.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back easily.
Simple throw over there.
In is Jorge Soler. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1.
As a hitter here, you've got to make him get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
And he misses with it, 1-1. 1-1. Here it is. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there.
And up at the plate now, he's really in the driver's seat. I don't think they want to walk him, so this should be something good.
And the count will be full. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Striding into the box, Ben Zobrist. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I wonder if he rubbed it.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
Here it comes, 1-0. Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit. 1 run scores. And not in time as the second run scores.
Now batting, shortstop.
Here comes Brian Price now out of the Reds dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Ross Ollendorf is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Addison Russell will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed, as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Here comes the first pitch. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. None out, runners at first and second. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. First and second here with nobody out. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. And he'll take strike 3 called, and he needed that one badly on the mound. 1 away.
Kind of hard to think that he wouldn't have had an idea that a fastball might be coming here, but judging by his reaction, I should say lack of reaction, I guess not.
David Ross will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Runners are at first and second with one away. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. Two guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in if you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Now a swing and an easy fly ball out toward right center. And he drops it. But a good job of staying with it as he throws his man out. So a little surprising that they try to get the man at third there, but they are able to get the force out nonetheless. Clayton Richard digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Two down, runners at first and second. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
And you can't make this easy on him right here. At least make some contact and force him to make a play.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Reds nothing. Leading off the inning, Jay Bruce, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And Bruce can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2. So that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, he really bunched him up on that 2-seam fastball right there. That's not a very confident swing either, and the result, just an easy ground ball.
Into the box now, Tyler Holt. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. You know, that's more than the rest of these guys can say.
Still 2-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And another foul ball. Line towards center field. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And now finally that base hit breaks a string of 11 straight that he had retired. He was starting to look invincible out there.
Jordan Pacheco will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning.
Pacheco.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. One and two now as this catches the outer half.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Protecting with 2 strikes. Went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Drilled down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Runners on first with 1 down. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. One and two, here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And with 2 strikes, this is the risk that you run trying to get a guy to fish for something. No doubt that was the idea, but it's going to wind up costing him.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
I'll tell you what, that's as great as an at-bat as you'll see all week. I mean, he just keeps fouling off pitch after pitch, waiting until he found the one he could do something with, and it finally comes right here on pitch number 9 as he drives it for an RBI single.
Billy Hamilton steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
Well, he gets ahead of another hitter there, and I'm told he's thrown a first pitch strike to around 90% of the batters he's faced so far, and that's pretty amazing.
And he falls behind 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
The 2-2 pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
And a quick step off here, hoping to catch that runner leaning, but he's back easily. And a bluff move here to first, but it won't draw a throw. And now we'll just stare him down out there as he steps off and bluffs him back to first. Looking to avoid his first walk. Chopped weakly to the left. On to first, and the throw goes right by him. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
You wonder if this is a ball that he probably should have just held on to. Instead, he tries to force it to first, and I think they're going to score this as a single and an error.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
Runners are at second and third with one down. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now. Where are you going here?
I'm throwing that same pitch again. Make him prove that his plate discipline is such that he can lay off it twice in a row.
Able to protect the plate with two strikes, and he'll see another one. Second and third here, one man out. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Good take there. You know, he's giving him a great battle with guys in scoring position.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
With one out, definitely a strikeout situation with 2 men in scoring position. And that is a great pitch right there to pick up a very important second out.
Into the box, Eugenio Suarez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. High and deep to straightaway right. Hayward looks up. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Well, we can pretty much go ahead and start this game over right now. You see where this pitch was on show track? He's not going to miss it when it's in that location. That 3-run home run pulls us right back to even.
Joey Votto will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
First pitch coming, here it is. And he gets a hold of this one again to deep right field. Back goes Fowler, still ranging back. Out of here. Back-to-back home runs, and they've taken the lead. A solo home run here off the bat of Joey Votto. Number 196 for his career. As they will take the lead here, it's now a 5-4 ball game.
This is nothing more than a lack of concentration out there. No doubt he's still worked up about the 3-run shot he gave up to the last batter. Now he doesn't have his head on straight over the plate. It cost him another home run.
Here's Brandon Phillips.
Second baseman, number 4, Brandon.
Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
The catcher, number 39.
Boy, he has really taken a pounding out there. That's 6 hits now he's given up in just this inning alone, and it's beyond time for a change. You've got to get him out of there.
Devin Mesoraco will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. high fly ball out to deep right field. Hayward ranging back, leaps, and he made the catch. He took one out of the stands. Santa Maria. Another look out in right field as he ends the inning by taking away a home run. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Tony Cingrani will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
52, Tony Cingrani.
Dexter Fowler will step forward now to lead things off, and after that last half inning, his guys are going to have some work to do.
Yeah, those 5-run innings are tough to bounce back from, but there's still time. They don't need to panic. They just need to focus on getting a few guys on base here.
Down the third baseline. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Cingrani pauses. Here's the 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Outside, 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
You figure he should get something good to hit here. They don't want to walk him and put him on for the heart of the order.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Yeah, and on this pitch right here, you got to make up your mind just a little more quickly up there. This is a ball that you got to think about maybe taking to left field, but instead, his swing is just a little bit late. He pulls off a little bit, and now he's going to go sit down.
Chris Bryant stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
High pop-up. Mesoraco has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And the deficit holds at 5-4. Jay Bruce will come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Travis Wood will come on and make his fourth appearance in this campaign.
Number 37, Travis Wood.
Jay Bruce will stride in as he'll lead things off here in the Cincinnati sixth.
Right fielder, Jay Bruce.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And it's quickly 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
0-2, here it comes. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Bryant is up with it. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away.
Tyler Holt.
Tyler Holt will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Good cut fastball in there. 1-1.
1-1.
Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
Hit hard to the right side. Zobrist has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The pitcher, number 52, Tony Cingrani.
Ivan De Jesus Jr. will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Ivan De Jesus Jr.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Hayward racing back. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and it's now 6-4.
Such a good start to the inning. He kept the ball down, got 2 ground ball outs. You're thinking, hey, he looks like he's in charge out there. But then he makes one mistake to the third guy here, and it winds up leaving the yard.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in.
Center fielder, Billy
As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. line toward right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is over. 1 for the Reds in the inning, and it comes courtesy of this solo home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's the Reds 6 and the Cubs 4. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th, and before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Jumbo Diaz is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Jumbo Diaz.
Leading off the inning, Anthony Rizzo, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Here comes the 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
2-0 count, and the pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy, and you don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And this is hauled in on the run for the out. And he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Settling in now, Jorge Soler. He drew a walk his first time up. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And that misses 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Yeah, And there are some times where you characterize a pitch as a sweeping slider, but this one does not fall into that category. I mean, this is a nasty little break at the end. Tough to do anything with that.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. Votto is camped under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. Score remains steady at 6-4. Eugenio Suarez will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the fifth that's really energized his ball club. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. Wood into the windup. The 2-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you got this guy on deck.
Lying toward the gap in left center. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. That wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoke.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Lays off 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Nobody out, runner on first. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Soler on the move. He can't get there as it falls in. And he is in there.
And these guys would like nothing more than to add on to their 2-run lead. Back-to-back hits have them in business to do just that.
Brandon Phillips will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
He's set. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Fowler has a read on it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only one away.
Devin Mesoraco will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And he takes ball one. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Here it comes, 2-0. Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. And the pitch on 2-1. Here's a ball lined into left center field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and the lead will swell to 3 now in the 7th inning.
Took him a while to pick up that first hit of the ball game, but he made it count as he was able to drive in the run on the RBI single.
Jay Bruce will step in, a ground-out victim his last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
He's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
First and second now, one man out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Here's the 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball right side. Rizzo was there. The second for 1. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Reds 7 and the Cubs 4. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Blake Wood will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Batting in the 6th spot, number 36. Blake Wood.
Leading off the inning, Addison Russell, and they'll need him to get something going here. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. And now still not ready just yet as he steps out for a second time here. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
Here it comes on 0-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. A look at our line score right there tells the story as the Reds lead this one here in the 8th in front of their home crowd here at Great American Ballpark. David Ross stands in. He'll try to improve in this at-bat after grounding into a fielder's choice his last time up. Miguel Montero will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Tap fouled at home plate. 1 out, nobody on. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. With 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Kyle Schwarber will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 12, Kyle Schwarber.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, it's been a good, solid inning so far out of the pen. Let's see if he can wrap this one up.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. High and deep to right center field. Hamilton going back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And it's a pick-me-up off the bench. He's in there with a 2-out double.
I'll tell you, this is not a bad pitch location-wise. It's down and away, and he still nearly knocks this ball out of the park. That's a testament to how good a hitter he is, that he could swing at a pitch that would give most guys fits and still drive it for 2 bases.
Dexter Fowler will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Boy, he was so far behind that first pitch that he over-adjusted and was so far ahead of this one.
Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
And you can just sense him starting to tense up out there on the mound. They had him down 0-2, and now he's struggling to make the perfect pitch, and it's not happening.
And that misses. Ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Yeah, and no doubt on the mound he thought that was strike 3. The home plate umpire calls it low, but I think he had a different view out there.
Jason Hayward steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. In tied at 93, ball 1.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you gotta suck it up.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Yeah, you can't afford to be selective now. You've got to expand that zone. Try and put something in play.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Pulled toward right center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Miguel Montero, ball game, as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 47, Miguel Montero.
Trevor Cahill is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Cahill.
Tyler Holt strides in, grounded out his last time through.
Left fielder, Tyler Holt.
First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And reined in, 1 away.
You know, you always worry about the pitcher in a situation like this because he's the closest one to the action. So, of course, he has the least amount of time to dodge anything that comes his way. But he concentrates well enough to get the baseball and throw the guy out at first.
Stepping in now, Adam Duvall. as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Grounded back up the middle. Russell's got it. Throw on to first, and Cahill's looking sharp here. 2 away.
Nicely done there at short as you see him ranging to his left. He takes it on his forehand side and then flips it to first for the out.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Lifted the other way to left center. Fowler on the run. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Reds are down in order. They hold a 7-4 lead. Great look there at nighttime in Cincinnati as we head to the 9th inning for this one. J.J. Hoover is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 60, J.J. Hoover.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Chris Bryant, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Grounder down the line at third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him.
No way. That was awesome.
The batter, first baseman, Anthony
Anthony
Rizzo.
Rizzo will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be taken until he gets a strike. Not a bad plan when you're down by 3 in the 9th.
Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. That's through. He's got a base hit, his second in this one. 2 for 5 now.
Well, he's been a little slow out of the blocks here to start the season, but that looks a little better there as this is a sharp base hit.
Tommy LaStella will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. The win would belong to Ross Ohlendorf if this bullpen can put up an O of their own here in the 9th. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a big looping curveball in there for strike 2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. A runner on first with 2 away. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And now this crowd announced at around 33,000 come to their feet. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Short, hit hard. Cozart has it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, you know, it winds up taking 6 pitchers to get it done, but they do get the victory in the end, and so that's all that matters.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Reds win this one 7-4. Good night from Cincinnati.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 7 runs on 13 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the Cubs, 4 runs on 8 hits. 1 error and 11 runners left on base. The winning pitcher is Ross Ohlendorf. His record is now 2-0. Give the save to J.J. Hoover, his 6th. The loss goes to Clayton Richard. He falls to 0-2. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 28 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro bus service is available to Anderson Township, Cobblewood Plaza, Kenwood, and Western Hills Plaza.